As you go through this lesson, you are expected to define visual elements, categorize given images as lines, symbols, colors, graphs, framing, and social distance. But before we go through our lesson, let us recall. Let us identify the following images as non-projected and projected visual media. Number 1, it is a poster, and a poster is under non-projected visual media. Number 2, it is a visual presentation, and visual presentation is under projected visual media. Number 3, it is a cartoon or an image for an editorial part of a newspaper. And a cartoon is under non-projected visual media. Number 4, it is a poster of BTS, and a poster is a non-projected visual media. Number 5, it is an overhead projector projecting an image, and an overhead projector is a projected visual media. And last, it is an infographic about plastic waste footprint, and an infographic is a non-projected visual media. Let us define again what visual media is. When we say visual media, it is generally pertains to television, movies, photography, painting, print, advertisement, and other forms of media that involve the sense of sight. It is often used as a learning aid, such as in presentations and discussions. It is also help us readers clarify and understand information because we are able to develop our own perception of the content and avoid misinterpretation. There are two types of visual media. The first one is non-projected visual media. Under this are infographics, cartoons, photograph, and poster. Second is the projected visual media. Under this are film strip, overhead projector, and visual presentation. Now, what is visual element? It is any characteristic that we can see, including line, shape, direction, size, texture, color, and value. There are different visual elements. The first one is line. It is the foundation of all drawing. Line can be used in many ways. It can be used to suggest shape, pattern, form, structure, growth, depth, distance, rhythm, movement, and a range of emotions. Here are the different kinds of line. Curved lines, it suggests comfort and ease. Horizontal lines suggest distance and calm. Vertical lines suggest height and strength. Jagged lines suggest excitement and distraction and unease. Here are the examples where we can see lines in visual media. The first one is in painting or in art. The second one is in structure. The second type of visual element is symbols. Symbols are representations of concepts or ideas. It takes the form of words, sounds, gestures, ideas, or visual images and are used to convey other ideas and beliefs. It symbolizes an idea that wants us to tell something. Some of the symbols that represent concepts or ideas are these. The third type is color. It is the visual element that has the strongest effect on our emotions. We use color to create the mood or atmosphere of an artwork. Depending on the context, it can have symbolic, associative, or evocative meanings. Red color represents action, passion, masculinity, emotion, danger. Yellow represents warm colors, cheerful, joy, lightheartedness. Blue represents coolness, calmness, wisdom, new point. Black represents evil, mysterious, powerful, fear. And white represents purity, innocence, timelessness, and mystical. The fourth type is gaze. It refers to where the figure in the image is looking. It implies looking at someone through our formed set of ideologies, beliefs, and values. This can include our accepted norms, prejudices, and value judgment. Example: the dog's gaze creates an offer encouraging us to look at the puppies. Second example: the mother offers us to look at the baby. And the third example: the girl is looking onto someone that encourages us or catch the viewer's mind. The fifth type of visual element is framing. It is by deciding where the edges of the image will be. The photograph determines what you will and will not see, whether the subject will fill the frame and appear close up or will be seen at a distance as part of a larger context. Example: Image A and Image B. It looks like the baby is reading the newspaper in Image A and Image B. In Image A, its hand is holding the corner of the page, perhaps ready to turn the page, but let's consider what we don't see. In Image B, we see the baby is actually sitting on someone's lap. Saying what's outside the frame changes the viewer's understanding. Second example: the one who took this picture looked first the surroundings that he or she could use as a frame. The main focus here is the boy. Third example: the one who took this picture wanted us to focus on the greenery or field. He used the open doorway as a framing object. Before I end this video, let me remind you the power of visuals. It gives us attention, retention, engagement, clarity, and comprehension.